Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Mubal Dauda, and we'll be covering the Power Query fundamentals, everything you need about using about Power Query to do data preparation, to do data cleaning, and to do data transformation. So this will be a series on how you will learn everything about Power Query, and then this is the series one that you'll be covering from using Power Query, getting familiar with the user interface to advanced transformation with Power Query. So it's nice having you here. Let's learn together and let's follow the series. Okay. So today we'll be covering introduction to Power Query. Have you heard of Power Query before? Have you seen it before? Or you're just starting to use, whether you're an Excel user or you're a Power BI user, you just heard the word like Power Query, and yeah, you might get a use it for a seed before as a transform data in your data ribbon in Excel, any way you want to say it. So Power Query is a strong analytical engine for trade data preparation because before we do anything, you want to do any analysis. Before you can create any report, before you go on with any analysis you want to help the business with, you need to prepare the data to have the right and accurate analysis. So that's where Power Query comes. So in this series, we'll be covering everything about Power Query, and then here this is series one. I'll be looking introduction to Power Query. What is Power Query? As mentioned, Power Query is a data transformation and data preparation engine. Power Query comes with graphical interface for getting data from sources and Power Query editor for applying transformation. Because the engine is available in many products and services. The destination where the data is stored depends on where Power Query is used. Using Power Query, you can perform the extract, transform, and load processing of data. So what Power Query does is the data transformation and preparation engine. You use it to transform any data into like prepare any data you need for your analysis. And Power Query, unlike every other tool, maybe SQL, Python, where you write your code to do transformation to prepare your data. Unlike you writing code, Power Query is created for user focus. Like it has a graphical interface where you just click on what you need because everything has been like programmed into a feature, into a UI feature where you can just select if you need to like maybe remove a column, you just click on it and it will remove it for you. So it creates for user, which is a self-service thing, like without you needing to learn advanced coding, advanced anything to transform data. So you don't need to know how to code. You need to learn Python, you need to learn SQL to do advanced transformation. So Power Query provides you that. For getting data, so it has a graphical interface for getting data from sources. So you can connect to any sources, millions of sources. For example, you can connect sources from cloud, from your Azure, from the web, you can connect from your databases, any databases, Amazon AWS, Amazon Redshift, SQL Server, MySQL, PostgreSQL, ClickHouse, Data Warehouse, Google Cloud. You can connect to any sources with Power Query. There are over like 1,000 1,000 connectors in Power Query that you can connect to. Like where it means you will extract your data. That's the ETL process where you will extract your data and then you load it to Power Query. Once you load it to Power Query, you transform everything in Power Query and then you now load it to the analytical system where the reporting user or the end user that needs the data to transform data can take it and make use of it. So that's what Power Query engine does. And you can see the process here. You extract, you transform in Power Query, and then you load it to maybe Azure Data Lakes, Dataverse, Excel, Power BI. You load it to any of this. So because the engine is available in many products and services, Power Query, Power Query is available in many products and services. The destination where the data is stored depends on where Power Query is used. So if you use Power Query on the Power Query Online, which is the data flows. You can load your data into maybe data bus where you can connect your Power Apps, you can connect other Power Platforms to pick the data for you what you want to use. You can always your Azure data lakes. Even now, with the current update, you can put it to you can push your data, which is load your data into Fabric Data Warehouse, one lake from Power Query. You want to transform that, so you can push it to any, can push it to many products and services in which you find Power Query once you transform. So you can put it in database where Power Platform user can use. You can put it to Excel for end user that wants to like make reporting in Excel. So because Power Query is in Excel, Power Query is in Power BI. You can push it from Power BI and from your Power Query to Power BI to create your reporting, interactive report and automate it. You can put it to Azure Data Lake in your Azure Synapses in your cloud, which is in your online database. So these are the ETL process that Power Query provides, because for every data preparation and data transformation, you must come through this ETL process. That's what makes it a data preparation. So this is what Power Query is generally, and then how Power Query helps with data acquisition. So how does Power Query help when you like want to acquire data and want to like do your analysis, and how it can help you? Yeah, because business users spend up to 80% of their time on data preparation, which delays the work of analysis and decision making. Several challenges contribute to the situation. So for every reporting, every analysis that comes through, business are like a lot of time spent, 80% of time on data preparation, which delay work of analysis and decision making. If you're an analyst, maybe you're just starting your analysis journey, your data preparation and your data cleaning, your data transformation will consume most of your analysis time. And if you're in the field already, like AI, you've been doing analysis for long, you can like attest to this that you spend time majorly on data preparation. Yes, you can attest to that because you've been there, you have seen how it works. So, and several challenges contribute to the situation. Power Query helps many address them. So existing challenge will be what would like common mostly for every analysis, finding and connecting data is so difficult. So you gathering data is always like difficult majorly every time. But with the light of advanced technology now, we have like uh, there are data engineers that can like extract data for you and put it in your data warehouse. But still, for the for business users that want to do analysis, for the BI developer, for for the reporting analyst, you need to connect to any where the data is. So if you want to connect to the Power Query, like enables you to create wide data sources. I mentioned there are over 1,000 connectors in Power Query. You can connect to anything, to web, to databases, to folder, to SharePoint, to Power Platform, to the cloud. Like main data sources you can connect to anywhere the data might be. You can connect. Power Query gives you that access, helps you to connect and find that data and bring it for you. That's like things that Power Query helps you to do. Experience for data connectivity are too fragment. Yeah, as I mentioned, that these are the this challenge before like Power Query, like this is how Power Query helps. Consistency of experience and privacy of query capability. So Power Query like help with that overall data sets because make it consistent. So you don't need to like keep once you connect to one, you can bring in that for same one and bring in other things you want to bring from that sources. Data often needs to be retrieved before consumption. Yeah, you need to transform the data, you need to clean the data. So highly interactive, this is how Power Query helps. Highly interactive and intuitive experience for rapidly and interactively building queries over any data source. So you can interact with the data, look at it and pick the features you need and it will build the queries over for you and transform it for you. Any shipping is one off and not repeatable. So many times when data cleaning is being done, you do it will probably give you the access to the transform the data. You will define the repeated process. If you have another like information that you need to, there are advanced query where you can just copy and do. If a new data is coming in, you don't need to start cleaning that new data. Power Query is always like do look at the structure of the data based on the sources and keep updating the what's it called? Keep updating keep updating the transformation for the new data coming. So when Power Query to access the transform data, you define a repeatable process that can easily refresh in the future to get up to the data you mentioned. In the event you need to modify the process or query to account underlying data or schema changes. You can implement activities. So you can use parameters, maybe if anything changes, you can create parameters. There are things you can like done, which will be covered later in the series on how you can say how Power Query is super handful and super helpful. Volume, those starting volume data sizes, velocity, variability, which are this is big data visuals, big data visuals. So Power Query offers the ability to work at a subset of entire data sets. So if you have millions of data, you maybe only need maybe 100 of those or 1,000 of those. Power Query can work with that. You can like set it in your Power Query to only load maybe 1,000 of those for you for what you need. So another user filter that I mentioned, create the Power Query can be refreshed manually or by taking advantage of schedule refresh parameters per sharp variable like Power BI or even programmatic by using Excel object model. So if we want rate of change, like you want data to keep updating or anything you want to do, Power Query offers that schedule refresh capability where you set it up in Power BI. If you're using Power BI with Power Query, you can set up incremental refresh, schedule refresh, a lot of power things like do. But if you're using Excel, you can set up a macro, which is Excel object model, to do those updates as data as the rate of change. If data keeps coming in every 1 hour, like thousands of or millions of data keeps coming 1 hour, and you want it to be updating, you want your report to be changing, or you want Power Query to be updating those data as it comes. So you can leverage these are things that Power Query helps with. No matter even you have large of data, Power Query can handle it for you. If you have what's it called, you want the data to change maybe in real time, Power Query can handle that for you also. So because Power Query provides connectivity to hundreds of data sources and over 350 different type of data transformation, for each of these sources, you can work with data with any sources or in any shape. So you can because it's a lot of connectors, a lot of things, features you can like use. You can work with data with any shape with Power Query. So Power Query experience, how can you feel the Power Query will be explaining, be seeing like oh, so even without you like doing things, Power Query can do this for you, advanced transformation, Power Query can do it for you. So how does the experience look? Kind of get into it. So Power Query user experience provided through Power Query editor user interface. Don't forget, Power Query is like it's created to create transformation without you like knowing how to code. Even a layman can do advanced transformation with Power Query by just clicking the graphical interface, which is the UI. You just click on the UI and it will perform it for you. Click on the UI and it will perform it for you. So the goal of this is to help you apply transformation you need by simply interacting user-friendly sets of ribbons, menu buttons, and other interactive components. That's how you can experience. Those are the experiences of Power Query. Like when you start using it, because you don't need to write any code, you don't need to know any programming language, even for you to do transformation and then advance anything, or even to automate some transformation process. Because Power Query like creates that's how like it's meant for everyone as long as you want to transform data. It's meant for everyone as long as you want to transform data. The Power Query editor is permanent data preparation experience. In the editor, you can connect to sources, only the transformation preview, and by previewing the data, selecting transformation from the UI. So these transformation guides are common across all data sources, whatever underlying data source limitation. So whatever any data source you connect to, you can apply this transformation on it. Once you already like connect, extract the data into Power Query, you can transform any, it doesn't have limitations of data sources. So as long as data is in Power Query, you can transform it. So currently there are two Power Query experience available, which is there are two Power Query what you do, in the previous slides when we're like explaining how you can do the ETL process, because Power Query are available in different pool and products and services. So there's Power Query Online as Power Query for desktop. So Power Query Online is found in integrations such as Power BI data flows, Microsoft Platform data flows, Azure Data Factory, which is wrangling data flows, and many more that provide that experience through online web. So these are where you can find Power Query Online. It's still same Power Query, there's Power Query for desktop, which is integration as Power Query for Excel and Power BI, Power Query for Power BI desktop. So those are the two Power Query experiments that you can do. So you can use Power Query Online, you can use Power Query in the desktop view. So in this Power Query Online, You can do without like you know writing maybe as I mentioned programming language stuff you want to do for engineer. So a simple layman user, end user, import user can do this advanced transformation and create a data flow. The data flow is a Power BI data flow is what you can reduce a transformation that you can use that you set up, push it down, and any other people can use it. That has been done. So without taking like saving times efforts and the efforts in transformation and making it efficient for reporting. So Power Platform, people in the Power Platform can use Power Query like do the transformation for the data that they need and it will bring it to them. And then we have the data factory, which is usually in your data warehouse, and you put Power Queries there, you can do your transformations also. So these are how you can experience Power Query, and you can see how powerful it is. It gives you the online version where you can create a transformation in data warehouse. Less SQL, you don't know how to write SQL well, you don't know how to write Python well, you can do transformation that people can use. So Power Query is made for everyone from the end user to the reporting user to the analytical engineer, the data scientist, everybody as far as reporting is concerned, or as far as data is concerned, let me use that. So Power Query is a powerful tool and that's it. And for the desktop, which is most commonly to everyone, is Power Query for Excel. You have it in Excel where you do your transformations and load the data to Excel to do your Power Pivoting model and create your report. And Power BI Desktop, which is your transformation stuff and the Power BI to continue your analysis. So Power Query transformation, well, like mentions is Power Query. So how can you use transformation in Power Query? The transformation engine in Power Query includes many pre-built transformation functions. You can see how the UI looks, so you don't need to write anything. You can see how the function in every of this UI, transpose, data type, O number, replace value, manage parameter, connect to sources, custom column, standards, a lot of things you can see here. One Python script, maybe you want to run house script to transform your data, maybe for machine learning stuff. You can say Azure Machine Learning Text Analysis, where you can run your even your Python scripts in Power Query. You can see how powerful it is. So it includes many previous functions that can use through graphical interface in the Power Query has been explained. This transformation can be simple as moving column, a lot anything you can want to do, and there are also advanced transformation options such as merging, appending, group by, pivot, and unpivoting. And you can see all that here. So you can see all that here, merging, appending, how you can like merge, append queries, and every other thing you want to do. And then that's how like you can do transformation. This is how Power BI looks like. And then now we now have what we call the mashup language. What is the mashup language? Mashup language is a Power Query M formula, which is the M language, because M code. That's what's called the mashup language. So anytime you do a transformation in Power Query, because it's an engine, it's a data preparation and transformation engine, by using graphical editor here. Some of these transformation might require special configuration setting that the graphical interface doesn't currently support. The Power Query engine is scripting language behind the scene for all Power Query transformations. So the Power Query formula language is also known as M. So for any time you do a transformation in Power Query, you'll see if you click on remove column in the engine, it creates a language which is a code behind the scene for everything you do. Just like how you see below here in this example here, expand sender, filter row, you filter something to do. So everything you do in UI, a code is created behind the scene for you, the transformation page. So there are some times that you will like what you want to achieve in your transformation process, and you cannot see it on the UI. You can come to the generated code here and modify it to what you like, to what you need, which is the advanced transformation process in your Power Query. So the M language is transformation for Power Query. Anything that happens in the query automated AM. If you want to do advanced transformation in Power Query, you can use advanced editor to access the script of the query and modify it as you want. If you find that the user function and you can perform the exact change, use the advanced editor and fine tune the transformation. That's why you have this advanced editor in your Power Query where you can like do if it doesn't meet the needs of what you do. Maybe you just need to come in and modify, which later in the series you'll be learning how to do all this advanced transformation. So where you can find Power Query use, we release like Power Query Online and Power Query Desktop. So these are where you can like find Power Query use. M Engine, which is the underlying execution. So mostly anytime you see a Power Query for all these products and services, you can find Power Query there because they create those Power Query M language underlying their engine when you are doing stuff. And then Power Query Desktop. So you can this is a Power Query experience in find the desktop application. Power Query Online find the web browser application, which is the software as a service on SaaS, and then the flows, which is a service that runs on the cloud. So except for Windows, yeah, there is M engine stuff that been compute, and you can find Power Query in the Power Query desktop for Excel. Power Query Online, can you find it in Excel? No. Data flow, no, because these are things you can do for Mac. If you're using a Mac, so anytime you do a transformation, there's a Power Query, there's a M engine, there's M engine available there, which is that can compute all this M query. Is it in the desktop? Yes. There's no Power Query Online for Mac because it's desktop service. So for Power BI, it's available for everything. So because there's Power BI Online and there's data flows where you can create your. So for Power Apps, M engine is available, that's engine is available, but you cannot see it in desktop because they are online. So that way you can like see the difference of different services and where you can find Power Query. So Power Query is not only like meant for, as I mentioned, it's meant for the report user, from end user to report user, any of the Microsoft tools you use, any of the Microsoft tools you use, you can there is a um, Power Query engine meant for you to make your transformation and data preparation efficient. So this is about how for Power Query for this our series one here. So we continue the next series on how like you getting started with the user interface of Power Query and how you can.
Thank you for watching. Kindly like and subscribe and share to your networks and turn on notification for the new video so you will know when this drop on the channel. See you in the next video. Bye.